Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you guys how to use a very powerful, I consider it very useful tool in a math class. And and the best part of it, it's absolutely free. And it's free as of this moment, it's still free. So I think that's an awesome thing that the world is offering us right now in the internet website. So let's take advantage of it. I used to be like kind of reluctant to use this feature, but at the more I use it, the more I realize that this is so useful, and that kind of like sets a new standard for the math classes these days because the TI 86 or 84, whatever the 94. The new calculators are just not as handy to use or user friendly. I would think that this Desmos is absolutely more user friendly than the regular graphing calculator. So I'm going to show you guys how we use the graphing calculator. So the website is pretty easy. I save it on a tab already because it's so useful. I have it as a tab, as you can see. But the website address is desmos.com. And once you enter that, it should take you to this page where it is the main page for Desmos. And you're going to always click Start Graphing here to enter the graphing calculator mode. And you'll notice that here, you can enter a table, expression. Usually we do either a table or the expression, which means it's an equation. So for example, this is how easy it is to graph. So if I want to graph y equals 3x, I just need to enter that and voila, it just shows up. So this is the equation. And the nice thing is you can zoom in, zoom out of the photo, the graph, so you can see what the coordinates are. If you click on any of the points, you will be able to see the actual coordinates that it's given. So that's a cool thing. And sometimes when you have and you can graph more than one system. So you can have y equals -1/3x, and let's see what that looks like. Oh, I think I entered the wrong thing here. So here's an equation, and you notice that, if I want to find out where the two lines meet, wow, I just click there and it tells me the intersection. And you can also graph, multiple. So throughout the school year, we will have different equations that we will be graphing. So, we can have the x square, we can have the x square function usually down here. I think this is covering it, so I can't type it right now. So anyway, that's just one way of using it. And this is a very powerful tool. You can also change, the grids in the setting. You can change it to not X. You can change it to like, pies or other numbers. So here's the setting you can play with. And also, I want to show you guys, if you want to ever enter a table, you can always, go 1 and then 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you can start enter the y values here. You can go 3, 4, 7, 9, and then it will start actually graphing these dots here as well. So you can see the tables are the dots are already entered here as well. As you can see, that's where they are. So that's how easy it is to use. So we will be using Desmos throughout many of the programs that the different topics that we use. Mostly we're going to be graphing using, the equations, and we will be graphing quadratics, linear, polynomials, and then intersections. We will be looking for different intersection points or different features that we will also be using it to generate linear regression, quadratic regression, exponential. So those are all topics that we will be covering in IM3. And then IM2 will probably use it to graph, absolute value functions and quadratic functions and whatnot. So we will be using Desmos a lot. So hopefully you will take some time today to go into the Desmos website and to actually just explore it a little bit and see what functions are there and be familiar with it, because we will be using it throughout the school year. And enjoy your adventure throughout the website, and hopefully you learn something.